All right, my New Orleans sports family. As you know, at this very moment, we were supposed to be celebrating our team going to the playoffs 2 years in a row. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that is a certainty. Now, I think it's time to start having some real serious conversations revolving around our New Orleans Pelicans. Number one, will Zion come back for the remaining 11 games? I will give you the short answer to that. I don't think so. I really do not think so. It doesn't seem as if Zion is ever going to hit the court this season. Now, I could be surprised next week. Maybe he'll show up for the last seven. I don't know, because as you can see in the West, your last 7 games or your last 5 games could very well be very meaningful, if you know what I mean. Now, let's look at our next 11 games. Tomorrow night at 7, we got the San Antonio Spurs. I think our Pelicans can get that victory. We got the Hornets. I believe we can also get that victory. The Clippers, maybe. I would say lately our New Orleans Pelicans has been having their number. Trailblazers, hopefully they don't shoot threes. The Warriors, another team you want to hope do not shoot any threes. And the Nuggets. And then you also have the Clippers, the Kings, the Grizzlies, the Knicks, the Timberwolves. Now, out of these 11 games, at this very moment, our New Orleans Pelicans is seeding with, 36 games? I believe we got 34 games. We're 34 and 37. We need 6 more games to cross over 40 wins. Now, I would say 40 wins should very well get you into the play-in, but as I said before, this West is tight. Currently, right now, the 7 through 10 is only separated by 1 game, with the Pelicans only being 2 games behind the 7th seed, actually a game and a half. And, okay, yeah, they are a game and a half out of the 6 and 2 games out of the 7. So it's very tight. So these last 11 games is very important. So I don't know what our record could be out of these last 11. You will hope that they can win all 11 of them. It would be much easier if Zion was on the court with this team, but at this very moment, it's up in the air. Our New Orleans Pelicans is 4-6 in their last 10 games, right? They have to do better than that. They got to do better than that. The only good side to this is you got 34 wins, and all the way up to the 4th seed, it's only 38. With 11 games left. However, you will hope that the Suns start losing some games, but you just never know when it comes down to this NBA. But we would not be in this situation if we actually won in the year 2023. 2022 was phenomenal for our New Orleans Pelicans. We was the number 1 seed in the NBA, in the West. I think we was only like 1 game behind the record up in the East. And then turn of the year, our New Orleans Pelicans just does not look the same anymore. Granted, we did win last night against the Houston Rockets, but we shouldn't have lost the game Saturday night against the Houston Rockets. Very shameful that we lost that game in the last second by giving up the 3-pointer. Now, I would say the way to ensure a victory in all last 11 games is for our New Orleans Pelicans to stay away from the 3-pointer line, because I feel as if that is what's killing us. We are taking too many threes, ladies and gentlemen. 1 game, I believe we was like 5 for 31 from 3. You're never going to win anything like that. And you only lost that game by 8 points. You have to convert some of those 3-pointers into mid-range and also attacking the rim. That will determine the end of your season. Because at this very moment, even if you play defense, you know that teams are trying to get in themselves, so they're playing at their hardest. So you have to play at your hardest too and come clutch when it comes time to come clutch. So far, Brandon Ingram has been the only and the main person been doing his job. People on his team has not really been helping him much, but they can turn the corner. You just hope that we can actually go on a winning streak. Maybe we can win our next 5 games. Actually, we need to win our next 6 games, because I want this team to have 40 wins for the season, right? That means that you're going upwards, and it also can put you in position to get into that play-in or either get you that 6th seed. You just never know when it comes down to the records that's going on in the West, because it's tight. It's tight. It's not over with, but the season is coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. We only got about 3.5 more weeks left, and then after that, whatever your team is ranked at is where it's ranked at, and you can't change it. You just got to wait till the next season. So let's just hope that our Pelicans could continue to be in contention for at least a playoff spot. I had high hopes for this team at the beginning of the season. You saw my videos. I was really hoping that this team would excel and have a dominant position in the playoffs, but it seems like we're fighting for a playoff spot in the play-in once again, which is very reminiscent of last year. So hopefully you guys watch this video to help your boy out with an algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please be sure to do so. Don't forget I have a main channel called the 4KO where I review movies, I talk about trailer reactions, I review trailers, I do trailer reactions, and I also talk about Star Wars, geek, and culture in general. So please go over there and check out my content and make sure you subscribe if you like it as well. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, whether the Pelicans make the playoffs or not, we always going to have a good time in the city of New Orleans. Let's have on time from your boy, O.